Today we're going to be taking a look at a tribal deck that I think might have slipped a little bit under the radar with the new set release, but I definitely think it deserves a lot of attention. That's right, guys. Today we are going to be playing some Grixis Rats. Now, we did get a ton of rats from the new Bloomburrow set, but not a lot of them synergize together as well as maybe frogs do, or, you know, mice and whatnot. So I think it flew under the radar a bit. But today we're talking about two amazing new rats that we got, Vren and Wick. So Vren is a card I was high on immediately. I thought this card was sweet. If you kill the opponent's creatures while this is on the field, it's going to spit out these really special type rats that are going to get bigger and bigger with the more rats you get onto the battlefield, which is really, really good. And it went extremely well with the Gix command. We didn't get to see that combo hit today in today's video, but prior to me recording, I hit this a ton of times on really small decks that look to go with wide, you know, token type creatures, rabbits. We got to sweep the board, trigger this for like 8 different rats, and these rats were all 9, 10 power. It was crazy. And then we have Wick. Wick was a card I didn't like so much, and I actually fell in love with because it grows this snail really quickly. If you guys don't know, if you play a rat, a snail comes out onto the battlefield, and then after that, if you have the snail, instead of creating another one, you're then going to put 1/1 counters on it every time a rat enters the battlefield. And then for Grixis mana, which is why we are in the colors of Grixis, for Grixis mana, you can sacrifice that snail, throw it as a fireball to the opponent's face, and win the game and draw a ton of cards. You can do a lot with it, and it's really good. I've really underestimated how amazing this could be. And then shout out to Brody from the chat the other day. Roaming Throne obviously needed to be in this build because doubling up on all the triggers is crazy. The rest of the deck is just a really good rat package with a ton of removal ready to go for the Vren. Now the removal, I went with Cut Down. Gix command, that definitely has to stay. Cut Down, I'm not super thrilled with in today's video because we didn't get a lot of matchups where it made sense, but prior to recording, I got a ton of mice decks, ton of rabbit decks. This hit a lot of things, so surprisingly didn't get too much play here. And then Rock Collar. I forgot about Rock Collar. If you have a ton of mice, or a ton of rats, you can swing through and drain the opponent for a ton of life, which ends up winning us a lot of games. So super sweet card there as well. Anyways, we'll just jump into it. Rats, you guys get the drill. Ton of tokens, ton of rats, and we're going to be swinging through for lethal, hopefully. So let's go. All right, guys, today we are looking at rats, and honestly, this might be a very secretive tribal deck that slides onto the radar, but it is very, very good, man. We've got some, you know, sweet new cards. We drew into the Wick here, which is awesome. We've been playing this a little bit on stream the other day, and we had a ton of success. I've tweaked it since then, and it feels even better now. Up against an opponent running control colors. Okay, so it's going to be artifacts. Very interesting. Artifacts. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to create another rat. That's going to allow the Rock Collar to drain the opponent quickly here. They may end up getting down the Simulacrum here on turn 3. No surprise there. If they scry one to the top, it's probably another Simulacrum. That's kind of how it generally works, but yeah, they go to the top there. That's tough. Cut Down, not great. I think it's gonna have to be the Wick here. The Wick can really surprise the opponent and catch them off guard with a one-shot off of the snail. Also, it draws us a boatload of cards potentially, so we'll see what we can do. We're kind of flying right now. Hopefully we can kill them before they get popping off here. Yeah, Cut Down very worthless here, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and pop this for 4. Oops. Pop this for 4. Where does that put us now? That puts us at equal power to them. This drains for 7. Yeah, we got lethal here. Let's do it. Let's do it. Just got to get 3 damage through, which I have plenty to do so. Went wide enough. Just was a little too fast for the opponent here. Rock Collar, just an incredible card, man. Such an incredible card. That worked out nicely. Okay, our opening hand here is a little bit more expensive. Nothing till really turn 3, but we do have the Cut Down to help us, you know, get to that turn 3, so I'll keep it. Oh man, I hope we get the Vren soon and can show you guys how silly that is when you mix it with Gix command. Gix command has been a big unsung hero in this meta with all these small creatures going around. It's been a really good sweeper for us. All right, we see Jund colors. Is that a double surveil lands? Are they using their graveyard maybe, like to reanimate? Possible. It is possible. I don't have any blue, but it doesn't really matter when I have Cavern of Souls. The only blue card I have is a rat, so that works out kind of nicely. Okay. They're running more than 3 colors, which is kind of crazy to see. No blue mana open yet, though, so this is going to resolve, but is it going to get killed is the question. Hopefully we hit a couple of hits here. Nice! We get a lot of cards here. I will end up having to discard if I take all 3 of these. So we probably should... I know it sounds crazy, but we have another one of these in the hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This puts us at maximum hand size. Wasn't the best of hits, now that I think about it. It got us a lot of cards, but a lot of cards we didn't really need. Are they missing any colors, or do they got all 5? Black, red, green, blue, white. Yeah, they're good. That's a problem. I'm gonna eat it though. Gosh, I just don't want to give them the treasures. I feel like that would help them out way too much. Let's go rat here. No attacks, and what's really nice here is the Wick can block the Hydra and not actually trade with it, so we can kind of, you know, play really good defense there without giving them the treasures. Because if you kill the Hydra, they get the treasure, and that would be very bad. They do have black mana though, so the Wick may die here. Alright, the opponent's thinking hard about this one. Another Surveil land. A lot of slow mana, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. Well, whatever's on top of their deck, they are really considering keeping it, but they want to check the board state first. Okay, it was a land. Very weird. No attacks. That's good. That means it worked. Let's go with this for 4. Now we got to remember we have Toxic on everything, which is pretty cool. So it may be worth sending in everything with Toxic here. We might want to look to try to close this game through our Toxic counters. Or I could just send everybody. I mean, they would probably block here or here and take the rest. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 on the low end, 10 or 11 on the high end for damage, but they would end up with a bunch of treasures, which I don't love that idea. Because of things like, well, they've already got the mana for sweepers. If they have the sweeper, they have the sweeper, right? I guess if they have it, they already have it. So let's just send this in. Because they've got 5 mana. Sunfall's on the table. If they've got that in hand, they can cast it. It really comes down to like a really big creature, maybe a portal of Phyrexia. That would be pretty bad. I hope giving them this treasure isn't going to cost me. That's my thing. Third path gains them a lot of life. That's a bummer. We'll take a pretty good chunk there, though. And if we play this one out, we could probably finish him off with the Toxic counters. That's brutal. That's brutal. Oh, they took their own treasures. Let's go. That's pretty good. I didn't even realize they did that. All right, let's go. Actually, let's go with the squirrel. That's the only other creature type we have in the deck. I guess we do have golem, don't we? That's probably better. So they definitely have something to cast here for 3. Give me something good, man. All right, we got the Vren, which is pretty cool, but I mean, would have been nice to get 3 creatures instead of 1 like the last time. This would have been the time to pop off with that. I guess they could be bombardment. I probably should have taken the third path. I was just kind of clicking there. I would imagine another sweeper here. Oh, no sweeper. Okay. No sweeper is a good sign. Let's go ahead and play out the Vren, of course. And then if we attack with everything here... This doesn't die to a block, but it could get double blocked. If they block, let me see. Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send this to their face. I just don't want to risk them double blocking or whatever and screwing this whole thing up. And then we send in both of these because I'm willing to trade to create 2 more bigger rats. Let's go. You want to trade? Let's trade. I know you're going to want to trade, so just go ahead and do that. I'll send both of those to exile. I'll create 2 more rats that are much bigger than the 2 that we just had. I mean, we're looking really good, assuming the opponent doesn't sweep the board here again. And even if they do, I mean, look at our hand. We've reloaded so nicely with that snail. The wick coming in clutch. What else can we do, though, for the board state? These 3/3s are a problem for the cut down. Cut down proving to be a bit of a whiff in these couple of matches we've had. Gotta pay the ward a couple of times if you're gonna do that. Yep, gotta take the wick. Back to 11. That is a problem. Back to 11. Another rock collar is pretty sweet. I am going to do what here? I think I should swing through with my 2 5/5s, see how they block, and then maybe cast this to go dig out some cards. Let's cast one now, though. So, well, this doesn't actually grow unless we have this out there, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with both of these. Let's just see how they block. Alright, that's cool with me. I mean, they're gonna go ahead and give me 2 more rats off of that. And then I should probably play it about as safe as I can possibly play it here, which is to just play the rock collar and maybe one of these. That's not bad. All right, let's end the turn. Two more big rats. I mean, absolutely massive. Dude, I love Vren. Vren is such a cool card. So much fun. And then the rock collar is gonna close this one out for us big time. Beanstalk, that is definitely a stretch. They're hurting here. Oh, they did not really just find that, did they? Wow. Okay, they found it. They found the sunfall. What a game. Oh man, that's so brutal. All right, that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and get this down. Let's get this down. Hopefully no more sunfall. Yikes, dude. Yikes. I could really use another song here to kind of get in with some haste. Oh, that's brutal, man. I honestly didn't think they had the sunfall. Out the lockdown was what they were leaning on there, but the beanstalk was a dead giveaway once they cast that. I was like, sunfall's on the table again. A Hydra. That's going to have trample. It's a 7/7. I'm cool with that, though, because they can't bring in the 10/10. But the trample is a lot to deal with here. I think I take it, to be honest. And then what? That's the big question. Then what? If we play the butcher, we get 2 of those. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to try to work this out. I don't know how we're gonna pull it out, but we'll see. Hopefully we can draw in a Gix command. That'd be nice. Another useless cut down. Cool. Just what the doctor ordered. Let's see. Double up on the rats. Oh, hold on. Creatures you control gain menace. That might work. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think the menace is the way to go. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have lethal. Oh my gosh, I have lethal, guys. We almost didn't see it. We almost didn't see it. Boom, baby. Let's go. What a game, man. What a game. We got so many cut downs, which were so worthless here. And that Sunfall just made us completely have to reset. Oh, man. What a game. That was one to put down in the books, man. I did not expect Lord Skitter's Butcher to be our saving grace, man. Did not see that coming. I knew it had the menace thing attached to it. Never once did I think it was going to be a versatile tool that we were going to end up using. Pretty awesome, man. All right, so we got frogs, huh? Not too sure how we're going to handle frogs. I don't know exactly the frog game plan quite yet, to be honest. All right, that's got to go. That's their draw mechanic, so we got to get that out of there. And what's next? We got a 3/3 body that does what exactly? They tap to spend cast creature spells. Okay, so they can, whenever another creature enters, return up to 1 tower creature control, lesser mana value to owner's hand. Interesting. I'm not too sure how to play around that yet. We'll figure this out as we go. I think for now we Rock Collar. I do love that we have a Roaming Throne here, because Roaming Throne can get things going ridiculous. Definitely gonna block here, right? Am I dumb? All right, doesn't look like we're dumb. Man, so many tap lands. All right, rats. I could really use anything that's not mana, you know what I mean? All right, so they've given me the opportunity here to attack with the Rock Collar because it's got the menace and it's gonna trigger twice, which is pretty cool. That little bit of drain as we go along here could be a big game changer for us. Oh wait, it's not a rat. I'm sorry, I chose rat. It's a squirrel. I should have chose squirrel to give it the double. But I still think rat's the right call. All right, so they play a frog that says whenever describe another creature you control leaves the battlefield without dying, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Oh, okay, so that thing's gonna keep getting massive. I see. I see. Hopefully the Rock Collar can, like I said, keep us alive though. We're gonna be draining him quite a bit. That thing having vigilance is a problem. Alright, I guess we play the Butcher here. It's gonna trigger twice. How does the stack gonna work on this though? Let's do that. Ooh, that's pretty good. Both of these are really good. Yeah, we'll keep the song on top and we'll play the tap land. And say go for now. All right, that'll have to do. The song will get us a big hit here of rats, and then the drain on the Rock Collar will be nice, but we still got a bit of an issue of the fact that this has vigilance and we're not able to do anything about it until we draw into a Gix command. So that's a problem. Yeah, I think without a Gix command, this matchup's going to be tough. Maybe I shouldn't have kept that on top, but it does have the ability to draw me cards, so. The fact that they've got another one of those in hand, though. Or no, they just, never mind, they don't. They just do it in the graveyard. All right. All right, the chump block is there whenever we need it. I should probably utilize it now, though. 3, 4, 5. Let's go for 5. Pop this out. Rock Collar goes to 6 on that. No attacks yet. Oh man, it doesn't feel like the right call though. I don't know. It feels like I should take my 6, but then again, I need a chump block. Is draining for 6 or taking 7 next turn more important? You know what I mean? Yeah. This is really, really difficult. I wish these rats could block, man. This would be busted, but just can't do that. I'm telling you though, guys, a Gix command early on here would have been chef's kiss. We definitely could have been able to handle a lot of this had that been the case, but what can you do, man? What can you do? Maybe I chump block the 7/7 here, and then if we do get a Gix command, I could sacrifice their biggest threat and then bring back 2 of my creatures from the graveyard, which would be pretty good. They're giving up all of their extra worry warts from their hand, which is nice. So when I do eventually kill it, they won't have another one. All right, well that is now officially their biggest creature. I did not know they swung through with that. That was a huge mistake. I did not even see that. Huge bummer. All right, sacrifice. Both of those can go. Neither one is gonna help us here, unfortunately. That's also probably not gonna be helpful enough. I mean, there's really nothing that does help us enough here. We only got 4 mana to work with, so even if we did find the Gix command, it just wouldn't be enough. So let's get this down. I mean, we got the roaming throne down, and we got a lot of good stuff going, but just wasn't enough, unfortunately, to get the closeout here, or even get going. Unfortunately, the frogs were just a little too much for us. Frogs taking down the rats. Well done. Still feels a little bad though. Still feels a little bad knowing that, you know, 1 card could have made a big difference in this matchup for sure. If we would have caught it early enough, at this point it's not even good enough if we found it. All right, yeah. 11 damage, not bad. Yep, that'll do it. Good game. Let's get the next one. Get this, you know, party started again. Get the win column back going. GG. All right, the opponent goes first. We do have a Gix command, and we got plenty of mana, so I'm gonna keep it, but we do have to get there because our hand is expensive. This could end up biting me in the butt. We'll see. It's green though. I like green. Green is typically a little bit slower, more mid-rangey, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it's not frogs again though. Ooh, okay, they missed a land drop. They're kind of banking on the scrap forger here. I'll go with the rat. Let's go with Rat King here, and ooh, we hit good. We definitely hit good there. We'll discard a land. Beautiful. I would have liked the Vren, obviously, with the Gix command. It would have been a really good hit, but what can you do? Gotta take what we can get. Bitter Triumph on the Rat King. Okay. Let's do this and choose Golem. Not that it matters, but... All right, we got the rats online for double the amount of nonsense. All right, I don't love the way that they're looking at the roaming throne. They might have another bitter triumph. Man, that's unfortunate. They do. They sure do. All right, part of me just wants to honestly take care of this and get that back. The roaming throne is just so good. It's like, it's just one of those cards, you know what I mean? So let's return the roaming throne. Let's destroy their creature. And let's have some fun, man. They're missing land drops, so I mean, that could end up helping us a lot with mana starving them a bit. They found a land there on that draw, nice. So much mana to work with here. Let's go roaming throne. Or, you know, I'm actually gonna go here. And then I'm gonna go butcher and sacrifice the token that we just generated. We know they run counters. That's something to think about. We do have the ability to avoid the counters. Oh no, I just did the wrong freaking... Okay, that's my bad. I was trying to draw a card off of that. I was too busy talking and pointing over here and I misclicked. But anyways, we don't get countered because of our Cavernous Souls, which is nice. As long as the auto tapper doesn't do us in. All right, so Heaped Harvest is a food token essentially. They sack it to gain the life and they are ramping. Very cool. We don't see any white. There are sweepers in black though, so we got to be a little bit careful here. If we go this route, we got 3 mana left over. I think I'm gonna get this started first before I think about getting down the roaming throne. Because I'd like to draw some cards here. I completely screwed up the butcher, man. The opponent lining up a kill spell here. Not on the wick, man. You're kidding me. I don't have the right color mana either. That's a bummer. That is a bummer, man. Another bitter triumph gets us there. Was that the third one? There's one. Sure enough, it's the third one. Nice. That's super lame though, because now we can't draw a boatload of cards like I'd like to. Ooh, that's a fun card. But they're not playing any bodies for me to remove anyways, so it's not like it's gonna get too much play. Let's go with rat. I don't know why I almost screwed that one up again. Hopefully they didn't. Hopefully they needed their graveyard and were, you know, burning all the cards that they would have gotten back. Maybe it could be a, you know, analyst deck that's looking to get back all of the lands from the graveyard. So maybe if they start getting some lands into the graveyard, we can start eating them up. They don't activate their reef, huh? I had to back up Skitter there. I'm sure they would have blocked that. GG's. GG's, they just ran out of juice, unfortunately. But, yeah, those early kill spells, man. Those were annoying. GG though. Okay, I get to go first. What do we think of a hand with all 4 drops and 1 2-mana kill spell here? I don't think it should be kept as much as I want to keep it. This hand's actually really good. Yeah, I can work with this. Yeah, I guess we dropped the basic land there. Let's save this. I don't want to give them too much information here. Not that it matters, but... Oh no, is this gonna be discard? Because discard could be really bad. I hate taking a mulligan and then also not having a means to deal with the discarding, with the fact that we can't draw a ton of cards. I mean, we can with this. If I want to wait and try to double up with the roaming throne, we could end up filling up our hand really, really good. Or we can just risk it for the biscuit here. If they hit us with another hand hate spell, what are we gonna drop? Maybe the Vren? Man, I don't know. It feels like I should do it now. I feel like if I don't do it now, we're gonna not have the opportunity to pull it off. Oh, good. We got a good healthy hand there. Let's go. I love that we got a backup one too. That's huge. Huge, huge, huge.
A fight?
I'm fine with that. The roaming throne has the ward, so hopefully the ward will be enough to keep them from being able to kill it, and then we just reload our hand again. That's the goal. I think based on what we've established so far in this game, I feel like we're gonna be okay against this player. That makes things a little trickier, not gonna lie. Didn't think they were gonna be able to kill it. They did have the land drop.
You won't be outsmarting me.
All right, we are gonna go with Skitter first before anything, because the -2 on the Liliana, I want to make it as difficult as possible for them to get actual value out of that, because I can just sacrifice a rat. I need this to hit big again. There really is no more annoying deck than discard right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Oh my god, that's so tough. Okay. Oh, let's go. It's a big hit. Not so big hit. Okay, that's tough. All right, I'm willing to trade. If you want to trade, let's go. You're either losing Liliana or you're losing your Gix. Gix it is. All right. Liliana's gonna plus probably again. Land. Let's go. That's big. This does something, doesn't it? Sacrifice, return target bat, lizard, rat, squirrel from the graveyard to your hand. They don't have any of those things, and as long as I lean into, well, I can't. I lost the Skitter, didn't I? Never mind. I was gonna say if I use the Skitter to exile their things from the graveyard would be good, but. All right, let's go rats. All right, we're looking good, man. We're looking good. We depleted their entire resources on the board, and their hand is completely gone. I'll use this to sacrifice some tokens and draw some cards. Maybe I should do it now in case we draw something relevant. Could draw something relevant and playable here. A Wick. Okay, that is a good card, though. It is a great card. It's more card advantage, so. Shieldred. I don't love that. If the one thing we're trying to do here is draw cards to get back into the game, I don't love that. Oh man, Shieldred is a nightmare. Give me a Gix command, please. If they're gonna top deck like that, I need to also top deck Juicy. Come on. Give me something spicy. Okay. Oh wow, they don't actually attack with the Shieldred there. I thought for sure that would be the right play for them. Okay, well. I am gonna draw a card. Roaming Throne is nice. Roaming Throne is very nice. I'm going to pass the turn to them. Why did it have to be a Shieldred? Any other card in their deck I think I would have been okay with, but a Shieldred. The fact they're not attacking with it though is saving me a bit of stress, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's get this down. Choose rat. That triggers the Wick twice. Let's just pass the turn for now. Man, if I activate the Wick's ability and draw 3 cards, I'm just dead. That's so lame, dude. It's basically Gix command or bust, man. It really is at this point. It really is. I'm gonna create a token. Unbelievable. Unbelievable draws, man. There's nothing I can do. I've got to take it. I mean, it's a step in the right direction, I suppose. Keeps me alive another turn. This would thin out my deck a bit and get me into a position where maybe I can find Gix Command a little easier because I'll be, you know, thinned out and... Wow. Gix Command was right on top. It was right on top. Brutal. All right, let's get the pressure going here because we are on the clock. We are definitely on the clock. I cannot believe how bad that hit was with the Rat King. We got 2 triggers with it. This is still winnable. This is still winnable. Believe it or not, this is winnable. I don't know how we're gonna pull it off yet, but I'm gonna try. Oh my God, it's making my life so hard. Why does this game have to make my life this difficult? All right, let's get this down. Okay, that's gonna trigger that twice. It's gonna trigger it twice again. We gotta take the bat. All right, it comes down to this. Will they block with the Shieldred? It's winnable, but will they block? GG's. GG! Oh, geez, I just ran over that metal box there. Boom! Oh, man. What another... Dude, another crazy game, man. Why do the games got to be this stressful? Sorry if you heard a loud bang. I have this green screen case next to me, this metal, and I ran it over. Got a little excited. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's deck list video, and I hope, you know, you found some value out of this one. I know there were a lot of games here where, you know, it could have gone either way. The opponents maybe made some mistakes. If that opponent would have blocked with that Shieldred, that game would have been over on my end because they could have just reanimated with that, you know, persistence. But thank goodness they don't read the new cards as much, and we got through with that attack. I'm telling you guys, though, we had a little bit of a run with a bad luck in this one. It feels like the cut down maybe can go, and we can, you know, throw back the go for the throw into the build. That would help a lot in a lot of these cases where we were up against frogs and, you know, that mono black deck. It would have been nice to have it, but anyways, Gix Command never came out as much as I would have liked it to, and you know, just we didn't get to combo it off with Ren either, which is unfortunate. But I hope you guys still had some value in this one, you know, saw some good combinations that you can build on and you know, make some sweet lists. So that's what it's all about. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you making it this far, and a huge thank you and shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on this channel, so huge shout out to those people who help support me monetarily every single month. I really appreciate it very much. It helps a lot, and I can't thank you guys enough for all your support. But yeah, that does it. We'll be back again here on Monday with a fresh new set of videos. So we'll see you guys then. Until next time, out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.